The miracles you see today, the deep calling you feel in your soul, are the work of this unbroken lineage. Your destiny is not written in a vacuum, for your journey is about carrying a sacred relic and spreading divine light in this world. Know that you are no longer alone. Write 777 in the comments now, because behind you is the prayer of centuries, the blood of Mary, sanctified by her purity and strength. And that blood has never been lost, never been stained. Now it is time to wake up. Rise up in the strength of your lineage and prepare to take your rightful place. Life, chosen one, can sometimes feel like a garden hidden behind tall, thick hedges. Hedges you never planted, walls built by hands that claimed to care about your growth, yet secretly feared the mighty oak you would become. You see, deep down inside, you've always felt it. The stirring that tells you there's more to your story, that quiet voice, whispering truths others brushed away. Oh yes, you've felt the subtle gaze of invisible watchers, sensing every move and breath, aware of a presence that never made itself fully known. But today, I'm here to tell you that you weren't imagining it. Your spirit was picking up on something very real. For so long, you walked a path shaded by confusion, questioning yourself at every turn. Familiar faces seemed suddenly unfamiliar, smiles too wide, gestures overly generous. Relatives who once treated you as an afterthought now eagerly showered you with unexpected warmth and praise. Like sunlight suddenly breaking through storm clouds, their kindness appeared overnight. Yet instead of bringing peace, it stirred a quiet unease deep within your spirit. Why, after years of silence, would these distant family members now seek your company so fervently? Because beneath the surface of their newfound affection lies a troubling truth, one your spirit had glimpsed in quiet, reflective moments. What once felt like irrational worry, dismissed by others as mere anxiety or paranoia, now stands clearly illuminated before you. A hidden tapestry of deceit has been woven in secret, a pattern carefully crafted by those you trusted most deeply. You were not mistaken when you sensed a strange undercurrent during family gatherings, whispers that seemed to halt as you entered a room. These were not random oddities or coincidences. They were carefully orchestrated plots designed to derail you from the path that was rightfully yours. You see, your family saw something in you they couldn't control, a powerful spirit filled with divine purpose, a purpose they feared might overshadow their own ambitions and selfish desires. And so, like gardeners afraid of the powerful roots breaking through the carefully maintained pavement, they did everything to divert your natural course, hoping to prune away your potential before it blossomed too brightly. But what they didn't realize, chosen one, is that destiny planted you exactly where you were meant to grow. Your roots run deep, nourished by waters they cannot poison, strengthened by a sun they cannot obscure. Behind closed doors, they made promises, empty vows whispered into ears, attuned to shadowy transactions and hidden exchanges. They confidently assured others that you would quietly vanish from the path to your destiny. These weren't idle threats or casual conversations. They were solemn agreements, meticulously timed, each deadline carrying the expectation that your strength would break, your voice would falter, your testimony rendered meaningless. Yet, every predicted deadline passed quietly, and you remained stronger than ever, untouched and undamaged, your faith unshaken. Unbeknownst to your family, there were higher forces at play, heavenly protectors quietly watching, celestial observers meticulously recording every word, every whispered intention. As your relatives schemed and plotted your disappearance, divine agents, disguised as earthly investigators, gathered evidence with meticulous precision, logging every broken promise, documenting each panic-filled reaction as their deadlines failed to materialize. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. This divine gift will touch not only your life, but the souls of many through this platform. Each of you has a sacred place in God's grand design, and your generosity will be the fruit of our prayers. Act now. Share your blessings to glorify His kingdom. For you were created to do even greater things in God's loving hands. May God bless you. They underestimated your silent resilience and misunderstood the depth of your spiritual intuition. The very sensitivity they sought to label as weakness was, in truth, your greatest spiritual asset, an inner compass finely attuned to deception and falsehood. The unexplained fatigue you felt before important decisions, the mysterious illness during crucial moments, the constant subtle drain on your energy. These were no accidents. Skilled spiritual manipulators, specialists in sowing confusion and draining vitality, were quietly commissioned to ensure you remained in a state of perpetual uncertainty and emotional exhaustion. Yet these covert attacks could never truly harm you, for surrounding you was a divine shield, an impenetrable barrier of spiritual protection. Every attempt to undermine your spirit only rebounded back to the senders with multiplied intensity, exposing their deceit for all to witness. The garden they tried to poison flourished instead, blossoming with greater beauty, strength, and abundance than ever before imagined. Their attempts at financial sabotage followed a similar, futile pattern. Assets that were rightfully yours, inheritances, opportunities, resources intended to enrich your journey, were quietly diverted away, cleverly disguised as acts of familial care and prudent decisions. Yet every dollar misappropriated left a clear trail, a breadcrumb path visible to those trained in uncovering hidden corruption. Financial analysts, guided by divine purpose, read these subtle irregularities like a clear roadmap, each step illuminating your family's calculated theft. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. Authorities quietly piece together the puzzle, watching your family's every transaction, every hidden movement, every erased conversation. Your family believed that destroying evidence, deleting digital communications, and carefully managing their public image would keep their secrets safely hidden. But nothing disappears forever. Like invisible ink appearing under ultraviolet light, their concealed transactions and erased messages became brightly visible to investigators working quietly in the background, collecting irrefutable proof of their intentional misconduct. Unexpectedly, a member within their trusted inner circle experienced a sudden spiritual awakening, a moment of clarity triggered by the growing fear of personal consequences. Realizing they were merely disposable pawns in a dangerous game, this individual stepped forward at precisely the right moment, providing authorities with detailed insider knowledge, communications, and confirmations that exposed the true nature of your family's sinister agreements. Chosen one, they tried repeatedly to provoke your emotional collapse, counting on your reaction to support their false narratives about your instability. But your calm, in the face of turmoil, became an undeniable testament to your authenticity and strength. Each carefully orchestrated confrontation intended to trigger panic and breakdown instead became a showcase of your resilience. Your refusal to respond in anger or despair disrupted their carefully scripted drama, leaving them empty-handed, their accusations exposed as mere illusions. At every turn, divine timing and cosmic alignment quietly guided help directly into your path. Lawyers appeared unexpectedly, recognizing your truth without hesitation. Investigators trusted your insights, acting swiftly and decisively, affirming your experiences rather than dismissing them. These encounters weren't random chance. They were orchestrated by the divine, each individual unknowingly fulfilling a celestial assignment to ensure justice and restoration prevailed. Now, as your day of vindication approaches, the courtroom they confidently assured others you'd never see awaits your powerful testimony. Your voice, clear and unwavering, will thread together isolated fragments of forensic evidence, connecting financial records and digital trails into a compelling narrative. Jurors will witness firsthand the profound emotional and spiritual damage inflicted upon you. Harm masked by smiles, manipulations disguised as acts of love. This moment transcends personal justice. It's a powerful catalyst for systemic change. Your case will serve as a pivotal precedent, illuminating how family-based emotional manipulation, financial exploitation, and subtle energetic attacks can and must be prosecuted through established legal frameworks. Your courageous stand ensures future generations will be protected from similar abuses, establishing new legislative standards explicitly recognizing covert familial crimes. Your bravery inspires a broader awakening, sparking societal recognition of the hidden harms so often dismissed or misdiagnosed as psychological conditions. Mental health professionals will revisit and reevaluate cases previously misunderstood, acknowledging for the first time the criminal intent behind seemingly ordinary family dynamics. Documentary filmmakers, journalists, spiritual teachers, and advocates nationwide will highlight your story as the catalyst for long overdue reforms. Chosen one, this is your powerful legacy. From intended victim to victorious agent of change, your story embodies the profound truth that no earthly force can halt the divine destiny written upon your soul. Every trial, every setback, every silent betrayal was simply preparation, strengthening your spiritual armor, enhancing your discernment, deepening your resilience. Your story will echo not only in courtrooms and legislatures, but also within the hearts of countless individuals, awakening within them the strength to confront hidden injustices. So, chosen one, stand tall in your divine purpose. The hedge meant to conceal your garden has fallen, and the beauty of your spirit now shines openly for all to see. Trust fully in the process unfolding before you, for you are not merely surviving, you're thriving, emerging victorious, protected by divine favor, and destined for greatness beyond even your boldest dreams. Dear brothers and sisters, may God's peace be upon you today. I am here to remind you of a profound truth. Our existence is grounded in God's divine plan, unshaken by the temporal concerns of the world. As the Bible says, whatever is done in faith will return to God in abundant blessing. Luke 6:38. Like that great oak tree, our roots are deeply rooted in God's universal truth. Every step we take, every stand we take, is secured by His strength. And now, you are being offered the opportunity to be part of that blessing. When you use the Super Thank You button and donate $100, this movement will return to you 100-fold, in abundance. Life, my dear friend, is often like a calm lake, shimmering beautifully under a peaceful sunrise. On the surface, everything seems tranquil and clear, reflecting serenity and grace. Yet beneath that peaceful surface, hidden currents are flowing, unseen movements powerful enough to change the course of your destiny. You know exactly what I'm talking about, because deep in your heart, you've always sensed there was something more going on beneath your life's calm appearance. Those gentle ripples you felt were not mere imagination. They were the subtle signs of unseen forces at work. You've always had this extraordinary sensitivity, an intuition so clear, so precise, it could pick up even the slightest vibrations others might overlook. It's a gift from heaven itself, designed not to burden you, but to protect you and guide your steps on this earthly journey. But instead of being honored and celebrated for this divine gift, you were misunderstood. People around you labeled your perceptiveness as weakness or instability, trying to convince you it needed fixing. Yet, friend, it was never something broken to be fixed. It was a powerful spiritual radar, able to detect deception and manipulation even in its most subtle forms. Throughout your life, you've encountered strange moments of unexplained fatigue, sudden episodes of exhaustion that came precisely when important decisions had to be made. You'd wake up energized and hopeful, but as soon as you stepped toward your breakthrough, your energy would mysteriously vanish, leaving you feeling drained, uncertain, and confused. My friend, these episodes were not coincidences or simply moments of weakness. They were spiritual interferences, intentionally orchestrated by individuals who were masters at creating emotional turmoil and mental confusion. Their goal was simple: to keep you perpetually off balance, uncertain of your own perceptions, unable to clearly discern the path laid out for you by divine appointment. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. But what these hidden manipulators never anticipated was the strength of the spiritual protection surrounding you. Just like a powerful fortress built by a divine architect, your soul was fortified by a barrier they could not penetrate. You were shielded by an invisible yet powerful armor that no amount of manipulation, negativity, or spiritual sabotage could overcome. Every attempt they made to cloud your judgment or drain your energy only rebounded back toward them with greater force, leaving their schemes unraveled and exposed, powerless to harm you. Picture your life as a precious garden, beautifully cultivated by God's own hand, filled with vibrant flowers and abundant harvests. Yet, unknown to you, weeds were quietly being planted by those who envied your blessings and feared your potential. They secretly sowed seeds of doubt, confusion, and exhaustion into your life, hoping these destructive forces would slowly choke out your divine destiny. But my dear friend, the soil of your life was already protected by divine grace, and these harmful seeds never took root deeply enough to destroy what heaven itself had planted. What your adversaries didn't know is that their every action against you was recorded, not by earthly hands, but by spiritual authorities who see clearly into the unseen realms. Their intentions, schemes, and whispered plans were meticulously noted, forming a detailed record of their wrongdoing. This heavenly ledger would one day be revealed, bringing justice and clarity into your life. Nothing done against you went unnoticed, and every subtle attack only served to strengthen your resolve, sharpen your discernment, and amplify your divine protection. Imagine for a moment yourself walking through a dense fog. You feel uncertain and disoriented, unsure of the next step forward. That fog was precisely what your hidden manipulators hoped to create in your life: confusion and uncertainty that would keep you wandering aimlessly. But what they didn't realize is that within you was a guiding light so bright it could pierce through even the thickest haze. Your intuition, your divine sensitivity, became a lantern, guiding you safely through the darkness they attempted to create. Every hidden intention they harbored, Every secret maneuver they attempted eventually came back to them magnified, revealing their own confusion and desperation. Their attempts to weaken you only demonstrated the incredible strength within you, strength gifted by the Creator himself. Their rituals and manipulations fell apart before they could ever truly harm you, because your life was under the care and guardianship of spiritual forces far beyond their understanding. Today, dear friend, you stand on the threshold of a new chapter, a season of restoration, clarity, and justice. Every attempt to undermine your confidence, drain your strength, or distort your perceptions has only led you closer to your ultimate victory. Their every scheme and hidden agenda has been exposed by the light of truth, leaving their intentions visible to all. And you, strengthened by every challenge and wiser from every battle, stand ready to step into the fullness of your divine purpose. This is not merely your moment of vindication. It is a divine turning point, ordained long before your birth. The very sensitivity they mocked, the intuition they feared, the strength they underestimated, have become your greatest assets. Your journey through hidden spiritual attacks and emotional manipulations has refined you, equipped you, and prepared you for greater responsibilities and blessings than you've ever imagined. Now, as you prepare to step forward, know this clearly. Nothing intended for your harm ever had the power to derail your destiny. The subtle energies, the unseen manipulations, the inexplicable exhaustion, all were powerless against the divine favor surrounding your life. You are chosen, anointed, and divinely protected, destined to fulfill a purpose greater than any challenge you've faced. From this moment forward, let the strength of your spirit shine brighter than ever. Recognize that your intuitive gifts, your spiritual discernment, and your ability to perceive hidden truths are not weaknesses. They are the very qualities that set you apart, elevate you, and empower you to fulfill your divine destiny. The resources meant for your life's advancement didn't vanish through misfortune or poor timing as you were led to believe. Rather, a carefully coordinated scheme siphoned away your rightful prosperity under the guise of family concern. Every financial move they made in secret left unmistakable digital footprints, hidden trails easily illuminated by skilled financial investigators. These expert trackers now decode the seemingly mundane bank statements and subtle account irregularities, mapping the precise pathways of deceit that connect seemingly unrelated family members in a web of concealed greed and criminal cooperation. Your family's belief in their own cleverness blinded them to the sophisticated techniques available to federal agents trained to read between the lines of mundane transactions and casual conversations. They presumed deleting communications and disposing of records would grant immunity, yet overlooked how remnants always linger, electronic echoes quietly awaiting discovery by forensic experts whose very job is to bring hidden truths to the light of judicial scrutiny. An unforeseen twist emerged from within their tightly held circle. A participant, previously confident in their protected status, realized their planned role was mere fodder for sacrifice once investigations tightened. This awakening, triggered by fear of personal consequence, transformed into a pivotal confession at precisely the right moment, providing authorities with detailed confirmations of your family's secret arrangements against you. These internal revelations have not come randomly, but were orchestrated by unseen forces intent on ensuring justice unfolds meticulously and irrefutably. Your adversaries believed provoking your emotions into visible chaos would provide undeniable validation of their fabricated claims about your mental instability. Yet your strategic stillness, your unyielding composure, even under relentless provocation, became an obstacle they never anticipated. Their carefully laid psychological traps failed spectacularly, turning what should have been proof of your instability into powerful evidence affirming your resilience, clarity, and truthfulness. Every refusal to engage became a testament to your authentic stability, transforming accusations into hollow echoes that crumbled under scrutiny. In your darkest moments, allies appeared as though guided by invisible threads. Experts and authorities, unaware of their roles within a cosmic tapestry, stepped into your life precisely when needed. Attorneys, federal investigators, and forensic specialists arrived not through coincidence, but through a carefully choreographed cosmic alignment. Each played their part unconsciously, yet purposefully, ensuring every piece of hidden evidence emerged clearly and undeniably into official record. Their presence and unwavering belief in your story turned isolation into empowerment, transforming your lonely trials into collective triumphs recognized and validated within systems of legal justice. Now is the time to share God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube. You can contribute to His plan and be a part of this divine mission with a donation of $100 or more. Every gift reflects God's generosity, and I believe it will return to you exponentially, far beyond your expectations. Remember, His protection and blessing is on your every step and every donation. You become part of His divine plan. You are a strong, radiant being, unshakable as His mighty rock. Witness God's miracles, feel the fruits of your generosity in your soul, and illuminate the world with confidence and courage. Be blessed, and let the light of the Lord guide your path. Your path toward restoration is not simply about reclaiming what was unjustly taken, but about redefining the very standards of accountability. Legal mechanisms activated on your behalf don't merely recover lost wealth. They exact penalties designed to deter future wrongdoing, turning every stolen cent into a costly admission of guilt. The courtroom you were never supposed to enter now awaits your voice, the voice of clarity, precision, and truth. Connecting scattered threads of forensic evidence into compelling narratives juries can understand and feel deeply. Your testimony will illuminate the deeply personal cost behind sterile financial records, detailing the emotional and spiritual consequences of years spent under covert assault. This journey transcends personal redemption. Your courageous stand against family-led spiritual and financial crimes sets new standards within judicial systems previously unequipped to handle crimes of subtle manipulation and energetic harm. Your case creates foundational legal precedents, protecting future generations from similar forms of hidden aggression disguised as family concern. Federal investigators, forensic psychologists, legal scholars, and spiritual authorities will study your case as a critical turning point in understanding how covert emotional abuse and financial exploitation can intertwine, and how such subtle crimes require new methods of detection, documentation, and prosecution. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. Public awareness sparked by your story will ignite a broader societal recognition of these invisible abuses, catalyzing movements demanding legislative changes specifically addressing covert psychological and financial crimes hidden within family dynamics. The psychiatric community will revisit assumptions previously dismissed as mere psychological conditions, recognizing for the first time the criminal networks operating within seemingly ordinary family units. Advocacy groups inspired by your courage will mobilize nationwide, amplifying voices once silenced by confusion, fear, and isolation. In this profound moment, you're not merely an individual fighting isolated injustices. You're an essential catalyst within a broader cosmic orchestration aimed at correcting long-standing imbalances hidden deep within societal structures. Your brave testimony in federal courtrooms will echo far beyond your personal vindication. It will fundamentally alter perceptions of familial criminality, ushering in a new era where spiritual manipulation and covert emotional violence receive clear, legally recognized accountability. This pivotal moment isn't your ending. Rather, it signifies your rebirth as a key figure, reshaping not just personal destiny, but the destinies of countless others who will find liberation through the doors you courageously open.